G'day, Pete Moriarty here, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how to get your brand new Obihai phone set up. So let's go ahead and get it out. Instruction manual, hold on to that. Now there's two kinds of phones that come. One will be pre-configured already with the Dialpad operating system, and some phones will come non-pre-configured. Either way, the setup is a breeze and super easy, but you will need to know which one of which that is, and you will be able to see that on your order details. Anyway, I've got all my parts and my bits and pieces here. Going to get rid of this box. Let's get that out the way. All right, cool. So we have our phone device here. This is the little legs that sit on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these in, and they're just going to clip into the butt of the phone. There we go. We have our handset. I'm going to leave the plastic on this one because that's going to one of my team members. So we're probably going to need to plug that in. The little short one goes in the back of the phone. Let's see if we can open this up. Get that bad boy in there. And the long one goes into your phone here. And you want to feed that into the little protecting channel there so it's nice and well organized at the back. There we go, that's done. And then the only other thing is the power cable. So let's get the power cable done. And let's get rid of all of our rubbish here. Instruction manual, come back to that later. All right, so I've got a power plug. Let's see if I can get this guy plugged in. Okay, and let's power up our phone. There we go. Now, you want to make sure that you've got it connected to the internet, and that is something that I've forgotten. So I'm going to take a quick pause and I'm going to get a network cable and plug this bad boy in. Okay, so I've got myself a Ethernet cable, very important. If you have a Wi-Fi model, you'll be able to go through the settings and connect to your wireless network. But for the setup, it's usually easier to just start with a network cable. Now on the back of the phone, we've got two different ports here. We've got one for which says SW, which stands for switch, and one which says PC. Now you want to use the one that says switch, because the switch one is coming from the switch. That's what it actually means. And you can plug your computer into the PC one, although best practice is always to have a network cable for both your computer and for your phone separate, going back to the switch. Anyway, we've got our phone booting up now. Now you'll notice the difference when the phone switches on. If it says Obihai when it switches on, then that means it's just a non-pre-configured model, and we'll have to dial something differently. But if it says Dialpad when it switches on and you get a little Dialpad picture, it means the Dialpad firmware has been already installed. And once it all boots up, you'll notice there that it's already got all of the information there that you need on the phone. So what do we need to do now? Now we need to actually activate it. And for that, we're going to jump on our computer and log into our Dialpad account. So let me go ahead and bring my computer up for you so you can see. There we go. Okay, so in your Dialpad account, and this is at dialpad.com, you want to make sure that you're actually signed in, and that's going to open up the Dialpad website. You may be asked to sign in with your account, but once you're in, you want to scroll down to your devices, and that's where you can set up a phone for yourself. Now, you can see I've already got one phone connected. You can have as many as you like. That's totally fine. And we're going to click Add a Desk Phone. Now, you can see here that we've got a few different options. We've got an OB1000 series phone, OB300, which is a phone adapter, or a Polycom phone. This is an OB1000 series phone, so I'm going to click that one. And it's going to ask me for a name, so I'm going to call it OB Test. But you can name it whatever you like. The name doesn't really matter. And you can see here that there's two different options, either a phone purchased from Dialpad or phone purchased from a third party. Now, if it's got the Dialpad firmware on it already, then you can click through to this phone was purchased from Dialpad. If it is a non-configured phone, then you want to click third party, pretty straightforward. I'll go the third party option because that's the slightly longer of the two. Anyway, I'm going to click through to next. And what it's asking me to do is to dial a special number. So I'm going to go ahead and dial that number now. So pretty straightforward. Let's see what mine is. It says ***955 636651. Gonna go ahead and dial that. And it says, call failed, invalid number. Interesting. Okay, I think it may be because this is actually a Dialpad phone. So that will probably work fine if you're on a unactivated phone, but because this one's already activated for Dialpad, I may as well go and do the actual Dialpad option. So let's go ahead and say this phone was purchased by Dialpad. So all I need to do is click the activation key. Okay, so that's nice and easy. So if you have one purchased from Dialpad, it's actually gonna have an activation button there. So I just go ahead and click the activation button. That's doing its thing.
Welcome to Dialpad. Please enter your activation code.
Okay, so I enter the activation code. And this can take a couple of seconds. There we go, it's done.
And wait for your phone to...
Awesome. So that's going to do a reboot or two. It might even update the software. It's going to link this phone into my account, but that's all you need to do. It's now connected to your account, and this is now your desk phone. You'll notice here that as it's restarting, right now it says Obihai, but eventually after a restart or two, it will say Dialpad as it boots up, and that's how you know it's in Dialpad mode, and it will be connected to your account. That's all you need to do. It's connected. If you need to remove the phone, you can go back into your admin panel and click the remove button to delete it. And therefore, if you pass it on to another team member, then whoops, they'll be able to connect it up there. Any questions, just let our team know and they will be able to help out. Cheers.
And how true is not enough.